good one on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and headed to an okay game.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Hey, go!
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Hey. Here we go.
They'll run with ETN. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Jaguars. 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
7-yard gain. And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. De'Ami Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Packers nothing. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Let's ready.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Right.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 58 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
To kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Lawrence. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence changing the play.
11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it as we resume action.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Black shot. Let's go. 45. White. Green jet. Check. Hot.
Now Love. A rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A quick hitter complete. It's Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Red on red.
The 43-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, go.
Lawrence. Washington's got it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Washington.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Red 23.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 60 red. Black ultra. Real green. Cut.
Throwing. Love. taken in by his big tight end. So he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down, ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Fighting his way through contact. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, tomato.
Now Lawrence. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Check,
Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
45, white. Green jack. Set.
Final play of the half. Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
About
right?
set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage.
And now the rookie's free. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 65 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
To kick off
after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
For the Jaguars, first down. First and
Let's go.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 3rd and 9 here. Lawrence now going to move him around.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A third quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go Pete. 50 green. Ready?
Love now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at the 34. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's second down and 1. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, first and 10 here. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love from 17 yards out. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Okay, ready?
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
But really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Hey, go, go! Go, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll go again with Etienne. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Ready?
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Madden, right move.
Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, Lion!
A handoff running left is Etienne. Down to about the 37. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now the try here for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and 10. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Here's 1st down.
That's another Packers first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. A give, this is Wilson. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the
oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Well, they sneak it. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, go!
Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Hey! Ginger! Jack! Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue striker. 6. Ready.
Here's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
This is 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Film.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
2nd and 15 at the 23-yard line.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
Well, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.